Katika pumzi hiyo, aliyekuwa waziri wa afya Mutahi Kagwe anasema njia moja ya kuendeleza kilimo nchini ni kupitia kwa vijana. Kagwe anasema mbinu ya kuwavutia vijana zinafaa kutumika, huku pia akipendekeza kukodishwa kwa ardhi kwa vijana ili kushiriki kilimo. Kagwe alihusika pakubwa katika vita dhidi ya virusi vya uviko 19 na pia vilevile anasema mpango wa kuwachanja mifugo unafaa kushirikisha wakulima kibinafsi. Kagwe aliteuliwa na rais katika wizara ya kilimo.
The first thing to remember is that in my capacity, if I'm approved by this committee, in my capacity as a cabinet secretary, I am simply a cog. I'm simply part of a cog of people and stakeholders that must be involved in the decision-making processes that you have referred to.
You can't be part of a cog. You can be a cog in a wheel.
Yes,
yes.
Indeed, yes. Indeed, Mr. Chairman. One of the cogs, that is what I am. And Mr. Chairman, the long and short of it is the following, that it is not possible to make progress in that area unless we work together with the stakeholders. We have got to have a consultative approach to these things. Cows belong to individuals. Maize in shambas belong to individuals. They don't belong to the government. You know, coffee in coffee farms belong to individuals. So any decision that we make has got to be made with those individuals who are the owners of the of whatever products and commodities that we are going to be discussing. That's number one. Number two is that they are experts in these areas. There are also experts who have been trained to make decisions in those areas. And I'll tie that up with what you said about COVID, the issues of COVID, which I'll come to on its own at some point if the chairman will allow. And to say the following, that part of the reason why there was so much necessity of communicating virtually every day to the people is the weighty issue that was at hand. You are talking about life and death of people, and therefore you need to keep them abreast with any issue that is developing in relation to their own lives, because that is what it came down to. Similar, and that's why we had a press conference virtually every day, whether it was made by myself or other players or other ministry officials. It was determined, we determined that that is the way we were going to handle communication to them. Now, to do so, we got the right information from the people who are technically qualified to give that information. We had epidemiologists, you know, led by one Professor Anzara, who informed us about the right thing to tell people and the information that people need in order for them to make their own decisions. So the first thing is that we have got to be consultative. We have got to make people, we have got to consult people, we have got to consult the owners, we have got to the owners of agriculture, we have got to consider the experts of agriculture, so that as we make progress, we move together